Niggas is live, man. I don't know how well this about to work. It's not the normal setup, even though I don't even be at a normal setup for real. But what you call it? Yeah, we gonna see. I just never tried to stream like this. Like I got this speaker, Bluetooth speaker connected to my shit. I'm gonna be like cooking up while talking about some shit. But really, the whole reason why I just wanted to stream right now is because I wanted to discuss some shit. I ain't gonna lie. Serious discussion needs to be had because like yo bro, like yo um word, let me see, can I actually, as a matter of fact, let me see something real quick, because if I could show y'all and not just like read to y'all, that would be tough, but I don't want to expose this individual for real. Hold on, it's like I don't even know something for real, but like the shit that I want to discuss, like this has to be discussed because I know it's not just me that be dealing with this shit and experiencing this shit. It be a lot of foolishness, a lot of fuckery going on, man. Like a lot, a lot. So we gonna get right to it, man. Alright, hold on. Let me see. Cause I could probably like actually show y'all the screen too of this whole shit and word. We gonna see it right now. How do I? Where's that? Where it go? I'm trying to find it. It was up. Here we go. Alright, bet. So can I? How do I? Let me see something. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm a little slow. Just the slightest bit slow. Or where I could. I bet. Hold on. Let me see. Before we get into this, okay, display. I think I don't be knowing what I'm doing. Or is it window? I think it's window. Cancel. Hold on. We gonna see. Window capture. Is that it? Okay. And then. Oh yeah, no, that's not what I meant to do. Or matter of fact, is it? Hold on. Alright. So hold on. How do I? Where this shit at? I lost it. Alright, we're gonna shake this real quick. Cancel. Whoa, cancel. What am I doing here? Okay. Something like that. No. It's not. Hold on. Bro, why is it being done? How do I want this to be? It's not doing what I want it to do, you know? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do like this. I think it's already too late. I think I done already exposed the motherfucker too. Okay, wait. Matter of fact, hold on, wait. Alright, I can fuck with this. I think this is fuck withable. We could do this right here. But damn, it's definitely still exposing the person. I don't want to do that to them. Can I? Hold on. It's gotta be another way. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Cancel. You wanna try something else? Hold on. I don't even know if niggas is on here yet. I'm trying to show y'all my screen so like as I'm discussing, y'all can see what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, hold on. Yeah, if you on the stream right now, comment something real quick just so I know where I'm going. If you on the stream right now, comment something. Oh, it's good. My son, little sneaky. Yes, sir. I see you, my boy. Yo, stay on the live, bro. Hold on. I'm preparing this shit real quick. My son 10 said, alright, bet. Yeah, niggas, hold on. I'm trying to let y'all see the screen before I really get into this shit. Just give me 2 seconds, man. Cause y'all need like niggas need to see this. Okay, let me see if I can set this shit up. I guess. Oh, no. Cancel. Never mind. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know how to work this, y'all. Alright, fuck it. We gonna go with this. Fuck it. I don't even care. You feel me? At this point, it is what it is. We're gonna go all the way to the top, man. Ignore the name. You feel me? We're just gonna pretend like that name not there. Y'all don't see that word. As a matter of fact, can I like? Let me see. Where is this shit covering it? Oh, it is. Alright, bet. Hold on. I have an idea. Where is this? Move this. Can I move this forward? No, I'm gonna stop fucking with this shit. We just gonna get into it. We just gonna get into it. Alright, boom. Hold on. Alright. So. Me personally, I don't care about arguing with people. You feel me? Like, if somebody wanna go back and forth with me, I'ma fake go back and forth just because. Like, why are you even like? My thing is, if you don't have no grounds for an argument, you should not be trying to go back and forth with anybody. You feel me? And it's like, once it gets to a point where I know you're trying to go back and forth with me and you're laced about it, now I'm going to show you why you're laced. Right? Boom. Y'all following so far? So, boom. This is Mila or whoever the hell, however you say her name, right? Cool. So, as y'all can see in this first message, right? Somebody basically, has suggested me to them to help her record a demo for some artist that was interested in seeing her songwriting or whatever, right? This is June 22nd, by the way, right? We about to be in August, remember that. June 22nd, she hit me up. Cool. Whatever. So I basically, let them know what's up. When I first seen that message off rip, I'm already like, what is niggas talking about? Because what you mean, like, what do you need from me? You feel me? Because, like, in this first message, son didn't even really, like, ask me nothing except, can I help? Help you with what, for real, though? Like, what are you trying to do? You said you need you're trying to create a demo for somebody, and I guess you're a writer, because you emphasize that with your little brackets and whatnot. And then, yeah, I need to create a demo, can you help? And I'm like, I mean, depending on what you want, like, yeah, I guess, but I don't know what it is that you want. You feel me? Hold on, my phone. But yeah. So boom. Even when I responded, I'm like, I would like to say that I can help, but it depends on what you want, what you're trying to do exactly. You feel me? Most likely I will be able to help. Always trying to help a motherfucker out type shit. You feel me? Cool. So yeah. Word. Since she have a few bars, she need a hook and a beat. I'm like, no, she have a few bars and a hook, she need a beat and studio time. I'm like, bet, I got those. I got beats, I got studio time. I can help you with this. Now I'm understanding a little more of what you're trying to do. You feel me? Transparency. Being forthcoming about, what's being asked. Cool. We here. Boom. From here, right? You see, I let niggas know what I needed from them. Daytime, how many hours type shit, right? From there, I could let you know studio availability, etc., right? Cool. Told me, all of this, none of this shit matter. Basically, niggas set it up, whatever. We was telling them, blah. I told her the price, and this shit, as you can see, is somewhere between 50 an hour and 65 an hour. And this is just based off the studios that I be recording at. You feel me? Cool. So I said all of that. Some left me a question mark. Cool. Whatever. From there, I had let her know about the availability and whatever. We had set some shit up. I'm gonna just speed through all of this. We had set some shit up, blah. And then, yeah, you see, I won't be available today. Son flopped on the shit that she was trying to set up. Cool, whatever. Shit happens. Today now, randomly, 10 o'clock this morning, I received this message, right? Cool. Son said, and I quote, I do not So I don't know how to do this. I'm a struggling singer. I'm not an artist with money and management. I'm starting and I don't have money at all. I don't know what I need to do. I need to record somewhere that's little to no cost. I'm not working and all I have is my voice. Alright, niggas threw the sob story my way. Cool. 9 times out of 10, not caring for that. Only because it's like realistically, yeah, I have a list of stuff on my notes of like discussion topics that I wanted to hit with this because I be speaking about this shit in my rants and shit that I be putting on my story, and it's like almost every single talking point that I be speaking on in them rants, this one person somehow managed to incorporate all of that into this one exchange, one interaction between me and them, right? First and foremost, we're gonna start off with the entitlement. So just off rip, son is hit me up expecting me to help her with this demo and da da da, just off rip. You feel me? Cool. That's one. Then next thing is knowing what you're asking for. You see, a lot of times these artists do not be knowing what it is that they're asking for, what they're looking for, and then that's where a lot of shit be getting misconstrued because they be having expectation whole time for the engineer, producer, or studio owner. They're already having the expectation that niggas understand the business that they're trying to be involved in anyway. You feel me? Cool. Half of the time that do not be the case. Artists do not be knowing what it is that they're asking for. Right? She's simply saying, yeah, oh yeah, she need a beat, she got the hook already, and she wanna record a demo. Not realizing she's asking for one, either to release a beat or for the exclusive to this beat, especially if she wants this beat solely for her and nobody else to use. Understand, that's you asking for the exclusive. Then on top of that, asking for studio time. Meaning that you want to record at the studio and use the equipment, which means you have to pay for that, right? People be lost in that or whatever. Cool. And I'm not gonna be sit here and just be condescending or whatever, because respectfully, there was a point in time where I didn't know no other engineers, no other producers, no studio owners, not nobody. I didn't have no connection to this shit whatsoever. I had to figure this shit out, and so through figuring it out, you feel me? There was a lot of things that I learned that I didn't know when it comes to this whole music shit in general. You feel me? The whole music landscape, right? And respectfully, I'm a do my due diligence and become more informed on the shit that I'm trying to do. Especially if I claim that I'm trying to take shit so serious and be this and that, whatever, right? Cool. But anyway, yeah, I let Shorty know like, yo, I'm not even in New York and shit. You feel me? Whatever. But just through seeing what you're asking me and shit on top, not asking me because you didn't ask me nothing in this new message, but it's now a month after you flopping on the session that you originally booked and shit or whatever, or was originally trying to book. You flopped on that after and this is your first introduction to me or whatever. So already I'm like, yeah, lace. Boom. Even with her flopping or whatever, I'm still willing to figure some shit out or whatever, right? Cool. She hit me. She said, "Will I be able to help whenever I return?" Blah blah blah, whatever, right? And I'm like, straight up, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I told her, I'm gonna keep it a beam. You're not going to find anywhere that's little to no cost. You feel me? That's just a fact of life, period. There's nowhere you're going to go, no studio where you're gonna find it and shit's gonna be little to no cost at all for studio time, for recording, or whatever you're trying to do. The best bet you'll get is some random dude that's recording on FL in his crib and he don't even have plugins or nothing else. It's just bare FL. He might have auto tune or waves tune. And you feel me? You got your little pitch correction. But beyond that, you're not getting an actual studio experience. Cool. Right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, you have to know what it is you're asking for. Are you okay with recording on that level of, quality? And if that's okay with you, then go for that. You feel me? Now, if you're looking for and expecting the toppest, finest refinement of quality and shit, the expectation should also be there that, whatever you're going to be asking for is also going to equate that in terms of the rate of what you're supposed to owe. You feel me? Nothing is free in this world, unfortunately. You're absolutely right. And again, this is not even a matter of me being big on money. Like, I'm gonna tell you, actually, the reason I be pressing the issue so much when it comes to this shit is because of how much I don't care about the money in this shit. It's like, bro, I do this music shit regardless. If there was never a music industry, I would still be doing the music shit because this is what I do, for real. Like, this is me. Not because I want to do this, not because I like doing this also. Even though, yeah, I want to do this and I do like doing it, but for real, this really just comes down to, I would be doing this regardless, is my point. So it's like, with that, I can't just be out here letting anybody get whatever work for me whenever, Because at that point, niggas is taking advantage of me. Because niggas know I would be doing this regardless. So they're thinking, yeah, he must enjoy this so much he don't have to get compensation. But no, that's not how this shit works. That's where, on top of it, it's not just artists, but that's where the producers be lacing their shit too. But anyway, we're going to get into that's a later discussion topic. But anyway, yeah, back to this, right? So I'm letting something be known, like, straight up. Like, depending on how much you're willing to spend, is going to be reflected in the music. You feel me? And I'm saying that the quality of music is going to be reflected in what you're putting into it, solely because, you know, if you're recording on a Focusrite interface versus an Apollo interface, the capabilities of the technology, it's not even about my opinion or which interface is better or whatever. The capabilities of the technology itself are different. The Scarlett interface has limitations as to what the Apollo Twin can do. You feel me? That's just fact, period. No opinion based on anything. You feel me? Just in general. So with that, also, if you're recording on a fucking Audio Technica microphone versus a Sony C800, the quality of the sound is going to be different, right? And I was trying to express this to her, not even just in this paragraph, but like later on in the conversation, I'm gonna see I'll start sending voice notes and shit, because she was frying me, and I didn't feel like typing no more. Just had to say what I needed to say, for real. But yeah, in general, that's just the gist of this main paragraph here. I'm letting her know, like, in general, like, what you're looking for, you gotta know what you're looking for type shit. It's like, you can't expect to just walk to a studio and get studio time for free, or get mixing mastering for free, or get beats production done for free, because that's a whole nother human body's time and effort and energy put into. Look, it's right here. Time and effort, energy put into this shit. You feel me? Word. Beyond that, what else did I say? Oh yeah, then I was also saying, if you find somebody who's willing to provide those services for free or for the low, more often than not, the quality of the shit is going to be lesser than the standard of what you're hoping or expecting, right? She started chatting about some bullshit, talking about some. Alright, first she said, oh, what she said? First, shorty was like, oh, it sounds like that's for a person with management and a label funding and already have their music ready and da-da-da, investing in themselves, da-da-da-da-da. Right? Cool. She said, if you don't know where these low-cost resources are, then I have to ask someone else. Cool, fine by me. But also, then she said, what standard are you talking about if I've never made music? Right? She already expressed to me prior, like when she was first trying to book the first session that she flopped on and shit, how she be recording, she been writing for a long time or whatever, and then like she recorded shit on like her phone and shit or whatever, right? Cool. But boom. Respectfully, if you think that what you already been doing in terms of how you get your music done is not up to par with what you're trying to do, and you're reaching out looking for some studio space, clearly the quality of what you're already doing is not up to par, and you want to better that. Still, it applies where, depending on the studio you're going to, whether you're paying $25 an hour or $100 an hour, the quality is going to be reflected in that. For the most part, that's generalized, but you feel me? For the most part, it should be like that. You feel me? Cool. And I even said this directly to her. Matter of fact, where is it at? Yeah, because she was like, what standard? I'm like, what are you talking about? What standard? I'm like, and you don't have to ever made music before. You, as a person that listens to music, would you rather listen to some shit that sounds crunchy and grainy, you can't hear the artist, or would you rather have something that sounds clean and crisp and, you know, fucking clear, has clarity to the vocals and clarity to the beat, or I can distinctively hear the beat separate from the artist and not have the shit clashing and shit like that? You feel me? Shit like that is the quality of your music, and all of that shit comes from one. Like, even if you could work at a studio with $100 an hour, you know, the best equipment, whatever, but if your engineer is lazy, he don't know how to put a compressor on your vocals, or he don't have any plugins on your vocals at all, he don't even have the auto-tune on, you're just rapping bare, but you trying to sing a melodic song and you can't sing for real, and he's not putting auto-tune on, all of that shit is going to be reflective in how the song sounds. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying nothing laced here. I'm not making shit up. Right? Cool. We gonna continue. Yo, if you still in here, by the way, drop a comment for me one time. Let me see who's in here. Lil Sneaky still in here. My son Zento still in here. Yes, sir. Cool. Boom. Right? And she's all like, yeah, I have no idea what the bass line is. I don't know anything. Da-da-da. I'm like, I know, clearly. That's why I'm saying everything that I said here, so that you have an understanding of the business that you're trying to step into. You feel me? I told you straight off rip. I'm like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. You're not gonna find this and this and this looking for this and this type quality. You feel me? Like the shit don't go hand in hand. You feel me? It's like it's just don't work like that. But whatever, we're going back to where we was at. Yes, I have no idea what the baseline is and da 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 da. And so she was like, so she basically sitting here, not trying to be funny, but sitting here saying, so she basically like, oh yeah, so I just gotta perform in the street and wait for someone to fund the studio. That's what it sounds like. I don't really know how to make videos on my phone. I'm like, what type of pick me, save me bullshit is you yapping about? Cause like, bro, what? At this point, I'm sitting here saying it again, reiterating what I just said. I'm over here trying to explain, trying my best to explain what you call it, so you can gather an understanding of what niggas is getting into. You feel me? And I reiterate, like I said, this piece of text right here, of like, oh yeah, if you're willing to find somebody who's trying to provide that for free or for the low, I then now went in depth and explained that further here. The only places where you're gonna find cheap studio time or free studio time is in an unprofessional environment with subpar equipment. Now, I'm not the one to sit here and say, oh yeah, you need the most expensive, most elite equipment in order to create music. I'm the furthest from that. I still got a Scarlett in my crib. Literally. I be cooking up on my Scarlett and some JBLs. Literally. Niggas don't need the most fanciest shit. That's never what I was saying. I'm explaining to you that if you're going to a studio with that type of equipment, you have to be expecting to pay that level of equipment's worth. You feel me? And then on top of that, even in voice notes, I even said it later on. Before I get to that, I'm going to continue reading this shit. Right? Boom. I'm like, being that you're looking to actually record music for real instead of simply making videos on your phone, that right there is evidence that you want to create music with some type of quality substance, you feel me? Because if not, then you could just continue doing that shit on your phone. That's not what you're trying to do. You want your music to sound good. You have to pay for that. Like, it's not, like, I don't know why people be lost in the sauce. Respectfully, bro. And I'm telling her, like, boom. There's places that I know, like I said, everything I just said to y'all, I directly said to her. It's not like I be sitting here saying one thing to people or thinking one thing and then leading others on and with another. No, I'm upfront all the way through every trip. I told her, I know that there are motherfuckers who record people out of their bedroom or something for $30 or $25 an hour. You feel me? I wouldn't be able to suggest that because most of them people that I know that do this music shit for real either work at a real studio or even have equipment that's they're charging higher than $25-$30 out of their crib. You feel me? And it's like, if you're not willing to pay that, they're not going to be willing to work with you. So I can't recommend you that. You feel me? Like, you're telling me that you're incapable of paying over the 30, 25 to simply the $50 baseline. You're saying you're not willing to do that. Niggas is not going to be willing to work with you. It's as simple as that. I don't know where the disconnect be at. Anyway, continuing from there or whatever, right? And I'm saying shit like, what you call that, actual studios, actual equipment, and real software and shit like that. And now she's about to be on some, what's real equipment versus fake equipment and shit like that. It's like, I'm not saying that the equipment that other studios have is fake. I'm saying that the quality of the equipment, again, back to the capabilities of the technology, some things are more so, quote unquote, industry standard versus being subpar to the industry standard. You feel me? There's nothing more to be explained beyond that, bro. In general, in life, this is why I be lost at how people be losing this shit. But no, we're gonna get to that. I'm telling you, this conversation, I'm telling you, it touched every talking point. I have a whole separate note on here, right? From here, I don't even know if y'all can see it. Get the stream out of the way. I literally have talking points for this whole conversation that I got based off of one, the shit that I already be saying in my rants and shit. I can't even see it. The shit I already be saying in my rants and shit. But then also just through this conversation with Shorty alone, I came up with all these talking points. There's a lot of shit to get over, right? I'm gonna try to continue this bit. I was also supposed to be like playing shit in the meantime too in the background, but fuck it, we locked in. Let's do it. Anyway, what you call it? Now she's talking about some. Oh yeah, before I even get to the further, yeah, I'm saying yeah. All of this shit. People recording in their bedroom, 30 an hour, 20 an hour, whatever. And the equipment is not going, like, you're not going to find the Apollo Twin for 25 an hour at somebody's project's bedroom. It's just not, you're just not going to do that. Because Any nigga that's investing their bread in copying an Apollo Twin to record at their home studio, if they're open to willing letting other people pull up to their crib and record, they're not gonna be charging you 25 an hour for that. They're not. These niggas just dropped a band on the interface alone. Fuck the speakers, fuck the computer, fuck the plugins, and just the interface. They're not about to be recording you for no 25 an hour. It's just not happening. And it's shit like that is where this is the other word, being realistic. This is another talking point. Cause me with life in general, I have this mentality that nothing in life is impossible. The amount of times improbable shit has happened in reality is, it's crazy to think about. And even for me, the life that I live right now, I be going to different studios, recording different artists, making beats here and there, whatever. Fuck around, spending a night in the studio and shit like that. The life that I'm living right now, when I first started this music journey, I want to say really like taking this shit serious, I was 17, 18. At that point in time, all of the shit that I'm doing right now seemed impossible. It seemed like it was the most improbable thing that would ever happen. It seemed like a dream only, like some shit that I could just think about and it would be nothing more to it than just my thoughts. You feel me? But no, this shit came to fruition not because, I was sitting here begging niggas to do shit for me, but no, because I made a way. I found a way to put myself in position to be in the position that I'm in now. All that shit took time, it was gradual. It wasn't just a matter of, I was 17 thinking I wanted to do this, and then now I'm 23 and I'm just here. Like, no, shit didn't happen like that. Over the course of all them years, it was a lot of footwork being put in for me to even be in the position that I'm in, you feel me? The reason I'm saying all this is because Shorty started crying, throwing mad excuses at me that was just a bunch of bullshit. And I don't like that shit. It's just like, you moving entitled, but then also giving excuses as to why you're in the position that you're in and why you can't change your reality. Bullshit, I'm not hearing it. Especially when niggas is grown and fully capable adults and shit like that. I'm not hearing it. But anyway, yeah, so I tell her all of this shit, whatever, about the quality of the equipment and shit, depending on whether you're going to record at a cheap studio or a full industry standard studio, whatever the case may be. Broke all of that shit down, right? Then after saying all of that, I still said, none of that means that you need a manager or that you need to be investing all of your money into music. That's just not how it works. But respectfully, if you want what you want, you need to be investing the amount of music that you need to be investing for that. Simple as that. Like, it's not. People be making this shit rocket science. You feel me? And it's not. And she started talking about this. This is where I started getting pissed off because I'm literally only trying to help Shorty. After she already done flopped on the first time booking for me, and I don't know this girl from nowhere. Somebody has recommended her to her, and the person that recommended her to me is like, I don't even know that person like that neither. I know them through a mutual. You feel me? It's like, so a mutual of a mutual recommended me to you, and you're coming to me with some late shit, and I'm still trying to help you. You feel me? Like, fried. That's what I'm saying. You gotta want it for yourself before anybody. You feel me? And the problem is people be wanting it for themselves and be expecting that because they want it for themselves so bad and because they believe in their talent so bad, everybody they encounter is supposed to have that same belief of them. Shit don't work like that. It don't. Like, I'm sorry, it just don't. You could be the best singer in the world. That don't mean you about to record at my studio for free, gang. You don't care. And it's like, on top of that, with me, it's like, a lot of people would sit and flip it and be like, oh, if it was Drake, if it was A Boogie, if it was Lil Uzi, you would let it. No. And here's why. For me, you have to hold yourself to a standard, because once you start giving leniency and leeway and fucking showing favoritism to certain people, then it becomes a matter of niggas questioning your whole integrity with this shit. Why is this one person getting whatever out of you, but that other person is not getting whatever out of you? You feel me? So respectfully, if A-Boogie wanted to come to any studio that I'm working at, A-Boogie gotta pay the rate of the studio. On top of that, matter of fact, because he's A-Boogie, he's actually more so in position than any other independent artist that's coming through the studio. So why should I sit here and expect an independent artist that's working their 9-to-5 job to come use that money to come speak for studio time, but A-Boogie, who's touring and doing this and selling merch and I'm gonna give him free stu time? How did that work? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Niggas is hustling backwards, and niggas will use that's to that point. It's another talking point on my notes. But yeah, niggas be selling clout and niggas be buying that shit. That's the problem. Niggas will think like clout is a form of currency, and it's not. Oh yeah, I got this A-Boogie. And half the time it don't even be a placement. Niggas be like, oh yeah, I recorded A-Boogie on my session today. Boom. That song might never drop. Two, even if the song do drop, your name might not even be credited on all that shit as a recording engineer because he has his in-house mixing engineer who mixes his shit, who will be credited on the song. And it'd be a whole bunch of other shit. Like y'all be dick riding, going so hard to dick ride to get nothing out of it. Like that shit is laced. So yeah, respectfully, the Drakes and the Akon and the T-Pains and the Nicki Minaj's and Meg Thee Stallions of the world are all gonna get the same no if you coming to me on some needing free shit. I don't work with clout opportunity. I live in the real world on earth, and the only thing that has any monetary value is money. Real currency. I don't give a fuck about no clout. Fuck your name, fuck your label, fuck the position you're in, whoever else you worked with. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's niggas that understand the business and is willing to pay. And not even just that they're willing to pay, but they understand that paying isn't simply just paying me for my service, but it's also just the slightest bit token of appreciation for the work and effort that's being put into the work that y'all want. It's like, as much as niggas run around saying and saying, oh yeah, it's my song, it's my beat. Oh, he gave away my beat. Oh, this is the song I wrote. That's my song. And it's like, what about all the work the other person, the other human, living, breathing entity was putting work into that same product? Niggas don't be wanting to compensate because it's theirs. Like, bro, fried, absolutely fried. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not about to sit here and show favoritism to one artist because whatever position they're in and da 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 da. Because at the end of the day, you know what that makes me? If a nigga came to the studio today and I know the studio charges 50 an hour, he's like, yo, I don't got it, but I'll do it. I'll be like, oh yeah, studio charges 50 an hour and they got a 2 hour minimum. Nigga's like, yeah, I don't got it, but I got 40 an hour for 2 hours. I can give you the 80 beans. You feel me? Nigga saying, nah, clip, dubbing the session. I need that 50 an hour. It's quiet. Then 20 minutes later, they got a call from somebody manager, and this somebody happens to be, they was on Summer Jam or some shit this past year. Now y'all, oh yeah, pull up. Yeah, I got you, real quick. Oh, you want 4 hours? Yeah, we lit. Pull up. You know what that makes you? That makes you a dick rider. I don't care to be a dick rider for nobody. Because at the end of the day, dick riding is not going to pay my bills. Dick riding is not going to put me in position. It might for a moment, you feel me? It might look a certain way. People would much rather look like something than actually be something. That's laced. I don't care to look like I'm a lit producer, look like I'm a lit engineer. I care to actually be a lit producer, actually be a lit engineer. And actually, I don't even care for that. But I'm saying, if I was to care for this shit, that's where the care would be at. I don't want the perception of shit, because at the end of the day, once that perception fades and the reality kicks in, I'm going to be asked out. I'm going to be dread. Then I'm going to start turning on everybody that I was out here doing favors for, and then sitting here saying, yeah, I need that. Now I look like an asshole because one, I was dick riding, let them get the free work out of me, and then two, now I'm doubling back, turning around and trying to ask niggas for compensation way after the fact. Now I look like a weirdo on top of a dick rider. You see how that works? Shit is laced, bro. Shit is absolutely laced. But anyway, I'm gonna continue. She's saying all this foolishness about how it's elitist that motherfuckers need to pay for studio time and all this shit. Da da da. I'm like, bro, are you fried? This literally the whole point of, you see on social media for years how much people be talking about how being an independent artist is one of the hardest things in the world, and because it's fucking hard and it's not meant for everybody, and not everybody can endure this shit. Why? Because you gotta really put your whole everything into this shit, especially from a full-fledged independent artist that's taking this shit as serious as possible. They're fully paying for studio time, videos, mix and masters, wardrobe, marketing. That's 5 different things coming out of their own pocket, and this is all before anything even flick for them. You feel me? This is all just for chance, for the potential of making a song even do something for them. 5 different things they're coming out of pocket for. You feel me? Then on top of that, you throw, let's say, some of these motherfuckers got kids, some of these motherfuckers got, elderly family they gotta take care of, bills and all this shit. You feel me? So then you're working your 9 to 5, which is already minimum wage ain't shit for real. You're working your 9 to 5, and then you're now taking that 9 to 5 money, dispersing it amongst the 5 things that you already need to pay for towards your music for one song. Then you also have to worry about the shit that you need to pay for your family, your household, feeding yourself, being alive. And niggas wanna sit here and act like if this shit is all peaches and cream. No, this shit is difficult. And clearly, like, for example, the reason that I say this too is that because she's talking about how Like it's impossible for her to find a manager. She keeps getting broke and la 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 la. Right? She was saying how the person that had put her on to me doesn't have a manager and they still be managing to, still be in the studio and da 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 da. And I was like, realistically, another thing, the person that put her on to me, they went through a program at the Rock Nation Music School and whatever. So their access to studios is free. They didn't have to pay for their studio time of them being in the studio. The shit that they're learning about the music industry, they're learning through a school. They didn't just sit here and take their own due diligence and it's just like, yeah, I'm learning this shit. And there's nothing wrong with going to school too. But same thing, you can't compare your situation and that person's situation and being like, yeah, they don't have a manager and da da da. Look at the reality of the situation. They're going through an entire music program in which half of the shit is provided for them. Had she not been doing that shit, they would be in the same position as you. You feel me? Like, come on now. Let's use our brains here. For real, for real, for real. And okay, we're gonna continue. Blah blah blah. That's what I'm saying. I literally said none of that shit needs to need a manager and shit. Da 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 da. She's like, so where do you find that? Because it seems elitist. I'm like, it's not elitist. It's simply business. For real, for real, for real. And then this person is also a dancer, right? And I use their dancing thing for a bit of perspective type shit. Cause me, this is another thing. I came from performing arts school. Before the music shit, before producing all of this shit, all of this shit happened by accident. I say this shit all the time. And the reason I say it happened by accident is because again, with me and music, this is just something that I do. I just be doing this in life. I was never sitting here growing up thinking, yo, I want to be a producer. I want to produce for people. Or, yo, I want to engineer for people. I want to be known that, oh, yeah, I recorded this song and niggas know me for that. Never. That was never the case. I learned both of these skills because I wanted to learn how to do this shit for myself because I was an artist. I was making my own songs. You feel me? And prior to doing that, prior to locking in and saying, yeah, I want to be an artist for real, I want to make my own songs for real, before that, I was going to performing arts school, and the main thing that I wanted to do with my life is be an actor, acting. The performing arts school that I went to, a lot of schools in New York, they do this where you gotta audition for your school and whatever, under a specific discipline, and that's most of the performing arts schools around New York. Not even just around New York, around the country, right? For my performing arts school in particular, it was different than all of those other schools because it wasn't just focused on one discipline. You had to audition and you had to perform for every discipline. Talking singing, acting, dancing, even musical, but they didn't even provide that my freshman year and shit like that, whatever. I literally went to my high school audition with drumsticks thinking, yeah, I'm about to play the drums, audition for this shit, we in there. No, niggas was like, you gotta do everything. Did everything in there. Boom. Reason I'm bringing all of this up is because I understand the whole processes of how to make it professionally as a dancer. I know real professional dancers right now, professional actors right now, niggas that's in Netflix, Broadway, all that shit, real life. Like niggas I can call up right now, and there's niggas on CBS with premiere for Equalizer. That shit about to drop just now. Like I'm talking about real life shit. So it's not even a matter of like me just guessing. No, this is real life. And even with the same sense of being a dancer, it's not elitist. There's people who are self-trained and can use that self-training that they do in their crib or whatever, where the park or whatever, and find a way to put themselves in position. There's also people that have the money to just go to dance classes, and through them dance classes, opportunities are already just being presented to the teachers, but then also just that, you're getting this training or whatever, you're putting yourself ahead through having the money and the means to do that, and from there, y'all could be in the same position and have worked half of the amount of time. You feel me? So with that, it's not a matter of elitism, it's a matter of means and opportunity. And just because you don't have the means right now, that doesn't mean you can't never have the means. You feel me? She was sitting there to be like, the position that I'm in right now, I can't pay $50 for studio time, and that's elitism because y'all not trying to let me record for free. That's not how that shit works. You're looking for a handout. That's a completely different thing than niggas being elite towards you and none of this, all this extra shit you're chatting about. You feel me? Boom. I expressed all of that shit too. I'm saying, obviously, the people with the means to indulge in something more frequently are going to naturally have an advantage with that. Yes. But people who have the disadvantage, they aren't, completely boxed out of this shit. You feel me? You can make a way. And then these voice notes and shit, I started explaining for myself because she was yapping about how I'm a self-taught dancer and, I danced outside of train stations and I still made it to the NFL. Cool. None of that shit mean nothing. I've done performed on Broadway. I done performed at Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center.
All of these places doing mad different shit for 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 instrumental, for dancing, for acting, all in different variety and aspects of life. I've done had been at a bunch of Netflix auditions. None of that shit mean nothing. I'm not running around here saying, "Oh yeah, I'm an actor. I'm the world's biggest actor. I'm the greatest actor to ever step." Like no. Even though I've done that shit, all that shit under my belt, for real. I done been on posters in the MTA as a child from doing fucking acting. Like none of that shit mean nothing, bro. You sitting here trying to tell me some shit, and it's like, boom, okay, you bringing up the NFL thing as your biggest accolade or whatever. It's like, same time, you're not professionally on payroll under none of these NFL teams. You had a one-off performance through probably some what you call it. It be mad different companies and shit that be doing shit like this, providing to the fucking uh underprivileged children and shit that will go to performing art schools or whatever and give them opportunity to do shit like that. Only reason I know is because I literally used to be doing that shit. The fuck? Like people sitting here trying to tell me shit like this. Like none of this shit is an excuse, gang. But anyway, continuing because I'm just saying where she got more laced at. What you call it? And she's talking about, yeah, oh man, wasn't working a job in high school supported by family, parents, and da da da. Sure, you don't know my life. You sitting here saying a whole bunch of foolishness now, respectfully, even still to this day. And not to say my mom don't support me, she do, like she encourage shit. But beyond the encouragement, she not looking. In fact, there was a good point in time where it was very much discouragement from her. She didn't have the belief that this shit would work out. She don't have the belief that niggas was gonna get
Oh
anywhere, be
man,
anywhere, doing nothing.
what
What's
you
up?
doing?
I'm on stream right now. What's up? Nah, you good? You wanna say what's up? Nah, I'm saying, but yeah, nah, you good? I got you. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff where like people are sitting here just making excuses. You feel me? Like, and there's no reason to be doing that. Especially as a full-grown adult, you can find a way to make a way. You feel me? And then boom, 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 boom. Like literally just making shit up. Because how are you here talking about, oh, I was supported by this person and that person, blah, blah, blah. Literally not one single person ever paid for nothing when it comes to this music shit. I bought my own computer, bought my own interface, bought my own speakers. Like none of this shit came through nobody handing out any bread from me or anything like that. No. Especially in this point in time where I wasn't even working yet. I was literally 17 in high school making a way, no cap. Like, bro, I used to literally the ices they used to give for school lunch. I used to be selling them back to the kids in my school 50 cent. The days when we had a heat wave and they brought them shits out, I was literally selling kids ices that they could have gotten for free, only because they wasn't trying to wait on a line. And I was using that to help fund shit. I wasn't sitting here using my circumstances as a reason for me to be unable to do anything ever. Like, bro, like what is niggas talking about? And right here, I had literally sent her a screenshot of the fucking the same exact interface I had. You see this right here? This right here, this bundle is $87.99. It's cheaper than what I spent on my interface. When I got my interface, it was just the interface and the mic and the headphones. Right? This shit from Focusrite itself is fully coming with plugins, plus the interface, plus the headphones, plus the mic. I didn't have no fucking plugins when I bought my shit. You're getting this shit for cheaper than what I got my shit for. Motherfuckers moving like it's impossible for them to make away with this music shit. Like, I hate that shit. Like, how are y'all so entitled and y'all don't be having nothing? Y'all don't even be willing to put forth the effort or energy to make you have anything. Like, that shit is lace. Absolutely, absolutely laced. I'm saying people just be trying to say anything, and the shit do not work like that. Then once I done basically made that last argument she just made null and void, now she want to talk about how she was homeless and this and that and that, and it's like boom. I get it. Life happens. Shit be hard. Niggas be going through some shit. But then to that point, your main focus right now should not be, oh, how am I going to record in the studio? You should be worrying about getting yourself in a position to then be able to sit here and be comfortable enough to worry about how you're going to record in the studio. You feel me? It's like you don't even have the means right now to get your studio time. Cool. But now you're telling me you don't even have the means to take care of yourself. And you're worrying about studio time. You're calling me elite or saying that it's, niggas is moving with elitism because I'm telling you, you don't have enough to afford the studio time. And it's not even like, oh, it's like all falls on me. Like, nah, if I could record niggas for free all the time, I might as fuck around and just do it, you know? But half of the time, not even half of the time, 90% of the time, 99% of the time, niggas do not own the studios they're working at, and half of their rate, if not more, be going directly to the studio, not even the engineer for the studio time. So niggas don't even be understanding what they're really even paying for with the studio time. Niggas be thinking, oh yeah, engineer tells them, oh yeah, my studio 50 an hour, and they think that whole 50 is going to the engineer for each hour. No, that 50 is being split per hour to the studio. Like, bro, niggas be fraud. Niggas be absolutely fraud. But yeah, she's talking about, yeah, she don't got the money to buy $100 interface or whatever. One reason I sent that to her, and I said this in the voicemail, is because back when I was 17, not working a job, didn't have no income, I still found a way to muster up $100 to pay for that interface. And I was showing her even now it's $87 for the interface with more stuff than what I paid for what I got. You feel me? So I was doing all of that just to show her, like, yeah, there's a way to make a way for real. It's like shit might seem unfeasible right now or whatever. And it's like, you don't have to be, yeah, okay, as much as you want to record right now, you got to be realistic with yourself and know, like, I cannot record right now because I don't have the means to record right now. But if I spend my time over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks building up some income, saving in order to put forth the means for that studio time that I want, then I will have that. Niggas will not be able to say, oh yeah, you don't got that, da 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 da, because I done saved up and I have the means. Like, I have it now. So, I know what I want. I have the means to go do it. Now I could go do that. Prior to that, I know what I want. I didn't have the means. Let me just blame everybody else and say, yeah, niggas is moving elite on me because nobody's trying to give me a handout. Like, what the fuck? Y'all be fried. But anyway, that's enough of that. I think I'm actually done with this, right? Cool. Now we're just gonna move to what you call it? Basically, fried. How? My fault, y'all. But yeah, we about to open up FL. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't know what that was about. Hold on. Can this shit load? Shit don't wanna load. Anyway, it's that a few more talking points that I have for this shit. But like, I feel like since I spoke on the whole gist of that conversation with Shorty, like that's for the most part, I really touched on everything that I needed to. But yeah, like this is it. It's like, bro, nothing is impossible. People hear the term "be realistic" and start getting offended, but it's like, no. I'm saying be realistic so you could actually devise a logical plan in order to get from where you are to where you want to be. I hear be realistic and be like, oh yeah, that I'm saying that shit is impossible. You're never gonna do that. No, I'm saying realistically, the position that you're in right now, you cannot do that. You know that. I know that. Why are you getting mad at the fact that I'm saying that? And with me saying that, it shouldn't be a matter of, oh yeah, don't say that because you know it and I don't. No, I have to say it because clearly you don't understand where you're at. Because if you did, you wouldn't have the expectations that you be having. You wouldn't be asking the shit that you're asking of people if you understood realistically where you were at, your capabilities. And it's like, yes, just because, you know, there's circumstances that restrict you, that doesn't mean that's the full potential of your capabilities neither. And just because I'm saying, oh yeah, these are your capabilities, that don't mean that I don't mean that you're lesser than anything you could be. It's just realistically, the position that you're in doesn't allow for you to do or be anything more. Until you can actually, what's the word, tangibly show that and do that, then there's no way for you to even be that. You feel me? Like, realistically speaking. So why are we sitting here kidding ourselves? Shit is laced. Shit is laced. Yeah, type shit, y'all. That's just where we at with it. We gonna cook something, and yeah, do it like that. Do it like this. Can I delete this? Remove. Yes. Nice. Alright, bet. I'm fucking with that. I'm surely fucking with that. Alright. Oh, and the whole reason, like, alright, boom. You see, off rip, I started the live saying that I wasn't trying to expose Shorty, who the Mila Shorty or whatever, whatever. Just because of how the shit ended up working out. That's just what it was. But yeah, the whole reason I even started speaking on this is because, like, literally, Shorty came to me over a month ago, laced, flopped. Because even over a month ago, she was already on some expecting to get this shit done for her for free. And again, she don't know me from nowhere. But yeah, so even after all of that, today she hit me up. I'm still fully trying to help her. After that whole conversation, not even after the whole conversation, but I guess so. Conversations happening or whatever. I'm sending my last few responses. Shorty blocked me. I'm like, how are you mad at me for trying to help you, and you're the one that need, like, people are fried. Like, you came to me entitled as hell, mad that I didn't let you take advantage of me, and then on top of me not letting you take advantage of me, I still try to help you gain information and understanding of something, and you're still mad. You block me. Okay. But this is just the shit I be saying. Like, I be sitting here saying, like, yeah, this nigga dating me ranting all the time. He go through it. It's like, this is the shit I be dealing with. Like, I'm not just making shit up, bro. Like, these are the characters in which I be dealing with. That's what they are. These people are characters, created characters. Because there's no way these people are real, bro. Because how do the logic be logicking for them? Like, I don't know how none of that shit be making sense to them. Like, I really don't. I be lost. Completely lost and dumbfounded. I just don't be getting it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Genuinely do not, cannot, will not get it. Like, I'm not ever in life ever going for that. That be where people be losing me at. That's where, nah, actually, that's where I be losing people at. But I don't care. That be the whole point. If me telling you, yeah, business is business, makes you want to steer clear from me, please do. I hope everybody with the same mentality follows suit. Because what the fuck? Like, that's all I can say. Just what the fuck? What the hell? That's why when I posted the story, I put that song, because literally, like, what the hell, bro? Niggas be on whatever, bro. For example, like, my son Lil Sneaky that's on the stream right now, he's a prime example of somebody who understands. Like, it's just as simple as that. He just understands. Nigga didn't know me from nowhere for real, but the internet was just in tune with what niggas was doing. He fucked with it. He wanted the shit for himself. He wanted to figure out how he could get production from niggas, how he could work with niggas in person, stew time, all this. Without ever asking for anything, just asking anything of niggas, he straight up came to niggas on business timing. And through there, connections have been being built. You feel me? That's like, niggas, like, I don't know, bro. Niggas don't know how to build a rapport with people. At the end of the day, we as people, y'all be looking at motherfuckers as if, like, I say this all the time too. This is my biggest thing with artists. The problem with a lot of artists is that artists be looking for producers to work for them, not producers to work with. You feel me? It's a completely different thing. And it's like, yeah, bro, I don't know how to explain it deeper than that. And it's like, people can feel that. And it's like when you again looking for somebody to work for you, on top of like, and there's nothing wrong with that too. If you just want somebody to work for you, but again, here comes back to that other talking point of being realistic. You feel me? If you want somebody to work for you, be realistic and understand like, oh yeah, I want this person to work for me. As any employer, you would have to pay them, right? Compensate them. If you're employing this person, they working for you under your business, right? Same sense as an artist. Okay, you're the artist, you're the business, you're the employer because you're trying to have an employee, somebody working under you, working for you, doing work that you're not doing for you and your product or whatever the case may be. You're the employer, you're the business, that is the employee. How do jobs work? The employer pays the employee, no? Oh, okay. Boom. Straight from there, like shit. I don't know, bro. People not be understanding what the fuck they asking for, what they're looking for, what they're trying to do, what they're doing, and that's all this shit boils down to. If people were just more conscious of the reality of the shit that they're asking, the expectations would be less raised. And on the flip side of that, if people were to not be enabling certain behaviors, the expectations would also be less raised. Because on the same side of that, you see earlier what I was talking about, how niggas will say, oh, for one person, let it be a boogie or something, they'll do all this shit for free. But let it be a random independent artist that's just hitting up the studio page, niggas is not going for that, right? In that same instance, y'all are perpetuating a cycle of this shit. If y'all was never doing this for this person, there would be no other people like this, or not even people like this. Don't even be a boogie quality, not even quality, a boogie level artist that be trying to do it. Niggas be trying to sell clout with 11K followers on the gram and a blue check. Yo, bro, come on. Let's be real, man. Let's just be real. Honestly, this was great. I enjoyed this a lot. This was a good yapping session on my part. Yeah, hell yeah. And it's like, yeah, boom. See, yeah, I appreciate you saying that. It seemed like for me, right, there's been, what you call it, instance of it's been a long time of us, like, kind of in communication with each other for certain shit. And that's only because, you know, niggas haven't been directly able to work in the studio all the time, or whatever. And also, through scheduling and shit, niggas just haven't been directly connected or whatever all the time. But even still, first and foremost, nigga handled his business up front, you feel me? There was a project that he wanted to pay for another artist, and he already knew that he wanted the production directly from me, and he wanted it solely from me, and he paid for that up front, off rip. I don't even be offering that to a lot of people off the top half the time because people don't even be wanting to do that. This was him coming to me with the idea, you feel me? And through that, there was some beats that were made, you know, niggas had studio session in person or whatever. But even for what he was paying for, the shit was never fully completely finished. You feel me? And through with that, the fact that he already paid for everything ahead of time, up front, the nigga is never not gonna get a response from me. You feel me? There's never gonna be an instance where he can ask me for something. I'm gonna be like, nah. Why? Because the shit is old. You feel me? You gotta give what's due. At the end of the day, niggas it was supposed to be what, 5 or 6 songs, some shit like that, and we haven't completed that. And it's been a long time, but you feel me? Rightfully so, the nigga is entitled to that. He can ask for certain shit because he has the entitlement to that. He's entitled to that. You can't just come through with entitlement and have no actual means to be entitled to anything. You feel me? It's different. He made the investment. He has the entitlement to what he invested in. It's as simple as that. And that's another thing. People don't be understanding that too. You come forth with the money and it's like all the control is on you. You pay for your studio time. You can now set up whatever parameters you want that studio time to be used. That's another thing. People be thinking they're booking studio time and thinking they're getting a song. No, you're paying for the time to use the space. That is it. You're paying for a room. That's it. Half of the time, well, no, you're paying for the room and you're paying for the engineer services, which is again why that rate is split between the $50 per hour is split between the studio and the engineer, because you're paying for the studio's space and you're paying for the engineer's time and work. If you're booking the room with no engineer, that's it. You're booking the space. You're booking the studio space. If you know how to engineer yourself, that is now one, a skill that you have, and two, also money that you can save by not having to pay an engineer because you can engineer yourself. So you only have to book the studio space. It will save money because now the rate that you're paying is only for the studio and the space and its equipment and not also paying the engineer fee. See how that makes sense? People don't be understanding that shit. Lace, 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 lace. Nah, I appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, bro. Niggas definitely still got work to do, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And it's like even just through this, just through us building this rapport, through having to communicate, through him having already paid for something. Niggas have a certain relationship and further understanding of each other now too. So it's like every certain time, certain instances, like if he's looking for a certain thing and I know I have something else that I feel like he could fuck with, I'ma just let some hear that shit. I'ma let him have that. See if he wanna fuck with it. Why? Because niggas have built that. Hell yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. For surely. I'm for surely with that. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I go back, I'm back on the engineering shit heavy too for like the past few months of me being out there, I wasn't really on it too much. Like I was still doing sessions here and there, but like not on some OD like yeah, I'm engineering for real. It was mostly like most of the time I was in the studio, it was on some production shit. But like I'm trying to go back into taking sessions heavy and whatever. I posted about it a little while ago. I'm doing this thing where it's like I have I basically like a VIP client list type shit where it's gonna be select. I have it in my notes. Matter of fact, I don't even remember fully exactly what everything was. But basically, it's like a package. Like every couple, like every 3 sessions, I think you book, you get a free hour thrown on top for your next booking and shit like that. And it's like I only do that for a certain select amount of people who are willing to actually be paying and shit because free hour that's coming out of my pocket respectfully. The studio owners is not just giving free hours. So in order for me to do that, the reason that it has to be a matter of niggas booking 3 sessions first, right? Let them book them 3 sessions. The fourth session that you're trying to book, you get the free hour because essentially the cut that I will be getting from that session, that fourth hour, I'm essentially giving that to the studio. You feel me? In order for the client to get that free hour of recording time. You feel me? It's free on their end, not free on my end. You see how that shit works? People don't be understanding how the shit works. And the people be expecting shit and just thinking shit just is what it is just because they say a word. Free do not mean free. There's always something behind that. You feel me? Like, literally, niggas, yeah, bro. I'm just yapping, saying the same thing over and over and over. Really thick. I'm trying to find this list. I don't remember where I put that shit. It's somewhere though. But yeah, basically, long story short, I get back to New York, locking in sessions heavy on that. There's more perks that I had on it. I just don't want to just say whatever and not be accurate. I don't remember exactly what I put, but like everything was planned out meticulously and makes sense not only for me but for the artist and for the studio owner. Everybody's going to one be able to create, still be compensated, and nobody's getting taxed. Nobody's getting taken advantage of. It's just strictly good business. Where the fuck is this shit at though? I can't find it. Fuck it. But just know we here with it. Word. Word type shit, you feel me? And it's also shit like it was what you call it? Like beats are gonna be included and shit like that with it. I don't remember exactly like what it was. It's not just like just a free beat cause you booked type shit, but it's like doing like deals on packs and shit with people that are looking in person type shit. And it's like these are the only type of English. You're only gonna get those type of deals, those type of opportunities in person with me, like through booking. You feel me? Anybody else is not gonna get those type of opportunities. And I'm talking like get a 3 beat pack deal for the price of a basic lease or some shit like that. You feel me? Like niggas is not gonna get that unless you're in the studio with me cooking up. Word. Yeah, cause it's like at the end of the day, like I said, it's a VIP client list. So I'm trying to make this shit actually still be like worth my while. You feel me? And not just seem like, oh yeah, I'm just the nigga you booking with all the time. Cause that's not what I want it to be. I don't want it to just be like, oh yeah, I'm niggas personal engineers and they only book and record with me. Cause I don't even want that neither. Like niggas can go record with other people that they feel comfortable with or whatever, they feel suits their sound and shit like that. For me, I just want it to be like a space where like if niggas want to experiment and try something creatively, they know that they can come and still feel satisfied with the product they're leaving with, even if it's like they're trying something new for the first time or whatever the case may be. You feel me? It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't consider myself a traditional engineer in that sense, so it's like I be trying to lean into that for real when I do sessions with people. But yeah, man. Long story short, people gotta know what they want. People have to stop being entitled. People have to start perpetuating behaviors that they don't actually fuck with for the sake of clout. And what else? I don't know, man. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of stuff. It's just a whole lot of stuff. Whole lot of stuff. Scam like yo, wild one. You said what? See, these scam artists, they don't even be having no honest for it. Like, you kind of hold a conversation. Like, it's just ready to bang it on me as soon as I asked you what you said. Yeah, hell yeah. But I'm excited for shit like that, bro. Niggas is gonna create, and that's really just all this shit is about to me, man. Just creating some shit, making something from nothing, and then just letting that shit do what it do. Word. I said I was gonna cook up. I still might, but I'm gonna just play some shit in the meantime while I start this. But I made, where is this shit at? I made like 2 weeks yesterday. I was mostly just making loops, but I know for a fact I made at least 1 beat, but I think I made 2 beats yesterday. Like, am I fried? Oh, here we go. Alright, this beat not yesterday beat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, what's that? Yeah, I'm gonna try that again, because I don't know what the fuck going on with that shit. Alright, bro, safety, my boy. For sure. Niggas is really just joined the stream and sat here with me while I yapped for an hour. I fucks with y'all. Weird. Alright, can this shit play now? Why does it sound like that? What the fuck? Just fine. A couple hours ago. I don't know why. Word. I guess. But fuck it. We're gonna end the stream here. I just wanted to come out here and do this little rant real quick, cause bro, like shit be laced out here. Be absolutely laced. And again, it's like no offense or no hard feelings to the Mila Shorty or Mela, whatever her name is. It's just like it's really not just you. That's all I can say. It's not just her. I mean, it's a lot of people that move with that same mentality or lack of mentality, should I say, bro? But yeah, like it just be so fried. And I be thinking like I be dragging it. I don't want to be dragging nothing. People be coming to me with some foolishness, like regularly. This is not a one-off type of situation. Like it be niggas, women, like bro, anybody talking older than me, younger than me, don't matter, bro. People be just laced all around, bro. But yeah, regardless, we're not gonna let people being laced make us laced, even though we be laced. You feel me? I'm just not as laced as the rest of y'all, and that's where I feel like I gotta draw a line at some point. Where, but anyway, we off this. Stay amazing, y'all. I didn't cook my one thing for this whole life, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk and cook up and blah blah blah. Didn't do that. Fuck it though. I'm gonna be going to the studio soon. I'm gonna do a stream at the studio. I'm in LA too, by the way. For y'all, those of y'all that don't know, I don't know if I said that already, but yeah, I'm not even in New York at the moment. Let me see if Los Angeles. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the stool and I'm gonna do a stream at the stool. And word, type shit. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one though. Stay amazing, my peoples. Stay amazing, bro. Don't let these lace motherfuckers lace your